So I don't know anything about sports. Is that like cool that the Rams won?
I'm not a big football guy myself, but
Gotcha.
I reckon a lot of our audience isn't much either, or the ones that actually listen to the full pod.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
It's my dad.
I don't know how this whole dynamic really works because the Los Angeles Rams were in St. Louis just a few years ago, the St. Louis Rams. So I wonder if there's any carryover from St. Louis fans, or if they're all kind of like disinterested in the whole switch of it all. Because I can imagine like having your team stripped away from you and then they would go all the way in the years since.
Yeah, I'd say like think about like LeBron leaving Cleveland. It's a little different, but I feel like it's kind of that same way where it's like, are you still a LeBron fan when he's not playing for your team?
Would that instance,
are they still your team if they're not playing for your city?
Would that example in particular? No. Like LeBron, his first game back in Cleveland, at least when he joined Miami, beers had to be served in plastic cups, and they couldn't have glass.
They were
for potential of having it being thrown on the court.
Jeez.
A lot of security there. Every time he touched the ball, like
booze,
like his heel turn went crazy.
That's wild.
But it's funny because he actually leaned into the whole villain role of the NBA during that time, and it was
playing
fantastic as a Heat fan myself.
Nice.
So yeah,
that's good because that's how you draw money. You play into the hate.
Mm-hmm.
If they feel emotional about you in any way, then you've won. Yeah,
it was hilarious because you know how like athletes, when they're given interviews, they sort of give these like cookie cutter answers, you know what I mean? Pretty safe.
Very like nondescript.
Exactly. So LeBron was asked one year after he lost the finals about I forgot specifically what it was, but he was like addressing all the people who were hating on him, like, even after he lost and clowning him. And he was like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow still living the best life I possibly can, and tomorrow they have to go back to their boring low lives or whatever or something.
Wow, and that was his city. To play back into that and be like, oh, that's
he
the city.
Wasn't referring to Cleveland in particular, but just
like everybody who's kind of hating.
Yeah, and
for sure,
Cleveland was probably a big part of that, being as that's the team he left. So, yeah.
That's kind of what I would assume.
It was pretty cold at the time, and like people called it a bitch move.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's fun.
That's like me last week with our audience. Yeah, literally none of them went to high school.
Yeah, for sure. No, but it's sports drama is really just soap operas for like dudes.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing about wrestling that people don't understand. Is that even though the sport is fake, everything about it, hypothetically, is very similar to what sports can actually be like. Because a lot of the same tactics used to try and like draw crowds and entertaining, build hype. It's all marketing stuff that other sports leagues and teams and all sorts of shit like that, they all use the same thing. They're gonna play into the drama. They're gonna maybe hold back on some of the controversial stuff, but they're going to make it in a way so that, like, it's there. Mm-hmm. They want you to be curious, and even if it makes them look bad, they know that they're drawing seats. Mm-hmm. As long as it doesn't affect their business, they don't really care about you playing into bad things. Mm-hmm. So stuff like that, where, like you said, it's like a heel turn.
Yeah.
Now you know that if he ever goes to Cleveland, people are going to buy tickets just to boo.
Yeah. I think it was especially polarizing because most of the narratives that come from sports are driven by the media, but for a player himself to say something like that, like pretty...
very out there.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have Conor McGregor tights into the NBA?
Yeah. It's pretty damning just like having him say it and not like... It's not a quote taken out of context, that's just what he said.
Yeah. I imagine it's like... what's his name? The one dude that's on... like all the NBA journalism, and he's like super. He's like,
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, I like how I just literally you kind of just knew.
Who else is good?
He's just super out there, and like I feel like he's the type that he'd be like take stuff out of context or like play into the drama type shit?
I mean, that's he is ESPN.
Okay.
Like he is on like 8 hours worth of that programming
Jesus.
every day.
Every day.
Every day. But he makes good money doing it, and like he deserves it for carrying that entire network.
Yeah, that's tight.
Like otherwise it is abysmal.
Yeah.
But
there's only so much you can watch of like sport commentary.
Yeah. And
Without it.
There's only so much sports talk we can actually do.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
When there's no
Boom,
sports.
That's how you
Yeah. Nice.